Do you find yourself regularly overeating at dinner? Hi there, it's Tori. I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist with Yes Nutrition. And today I'm answering your top nutrition questions. I recently received a message from Marissa, who writes, "Hey Tori, I'd like your help. I wake up before work 4 days a week to work out. I keep my food choices super clean. I usually have oatmeal and berries for breakfast and a small salad for lunch. I typically don't have any snacks, but if I do, it's usually a piece of fruit or some crackers. When I come home from work, I'm just too exhausted from the day. I don't want to cook, I order out, and I feel like I eat more than I should. I think overeating at dinner is what is keeping me from reaching my goals. What's your advice?" Marissa, thank you so much for your question. I think it's something that others can certainly relate to. First, I must say, go you for your efforts with nutrition and exercise. But look, I get it. It can be hard to find the energy to cook after a long day of work. You may not have the time nor the desire to spend 45 minutes at the stove. But it actually may not be what you're having at dinner time that prompts overeating. Here's what I think you may want to consider and change up. Number 1, eat more. Yeah, I know, it sounds a bit counterintuitive for me to recommend that you eat more, especially if you find yourself overeating. But eating more earlier in the day may be helpful for overeating later at night. You see, the very reason for overeating might actually be because you're not fueling yourself well enough earlier in the day. And since you're working out earlier in the day, you're placing a greater demand on your body for fuel in the morning. Just 1 cup of oatmeal and a handful of berries at breakfast and a small salad at lunch likely isn't enough, leaving you unfulfilled and more likely to take extra helpings later on. Number 2, include protein, fiber, and healthy fats. These 3 nutrients deliver the fullness factor, helping you feel satisfied for longer during the day. You go, girl, for choosing foods higher in fiber like berries and oats. But it sounds like your choices are probably a bit lower in protein and healthy fats. Try adding in some nuts, seeds, or nut butter to your oatmeal, and make sure your salad is full of protein and healthy fats too, like from the yummy pair of beans or lentils and avocado. And number 3, listen in to your hunger and fullness cues. Do you feel your stomach rumbling and churning, or just feel that general sensation of emptiness at any point in your day? That's a physiological cue that you are hungry. And when it comes to hunger, it's best to honor those feelings. If you decide to skip them, that might mean that you end up overeating later on. That means that whether it's 10 a.m. or 4 p.m., if you feel hungry, grab a glass of water and something to eat. And be sure to plan ahead for your work environment too, and make sure your desk drawer, your purse, and the break room are filled with nourishing options. Marissa, that's my answer to a healthier you. I really hope that it helps. Now, do any of you have a nutrition question that you'd like me to answer? Send me a message and I'll answer it in an upcoming video. And be sure to stay connected with me so you get more healthy ideas, tips, and recipes. Follow me over on Facebook at Yes Nutrition LLC and subscribe to my monthly newsletter over at yesnutritionllc.com. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you soon.